Morning, all. All right, so we got 9 games tonight in the National Hockey League. 5 starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. 3 an hour later, and then a 7:30 start. So there's going to be a nice separation between the first 8 games and the last game of the night. So we'll see how it all turns out. So 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We have the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. This is the second of 3 meetings, so they're going to meet again. On January 24th, Carolina won 3-2. The third and final meeting will be on April the 9th. For Boston, they're 44, 17, and 15. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. Pastrnak, their leading scorer, with 48 goals, 56 assists for 104 points. Trent Frederick on the verge of a 20-goal season, 18 goals, I should say, 21 assists, 39 points. Brazeau has played 19 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. I think he's earned the right to stay in the lineup, too. Pretty solid player. Carolina 47, 21, and 7 overall. They're 8-1-1 over their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. They're 5 points back of the New York Rangers for first in the division, which also is first in the National Hockey League. Aho's the leading scorer for the Canes, 33 goals, 52 assists, 85 points. Svechnikov's played 54 games. He has 17 goals, 29 assists, 46 points. So at the very least, Svechnikov should reach 20 goals, I would think, before the season's done. Chatfield, 8 goals, 14 assists, 22 points, has quietly had a very strong season for them on the blue line. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start as well between the Islanders and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Islanders have won the first 2 meetings. They're going for the season sweep. It was a 2-0 win October 28th, and then a 7-3 win for the Islanders on December the 7th. So the Islanders are 33, 27, and 15. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10, but they've won 2 in a row. They're 1 point back of a playoff spot. Barzal, 23 goals, 53 assists, 76 points, is their leading scorer. Anders Lee's on the verge of a 20-goal season. He has 19 goals, 15 assists, 34 points. Pajot, not the kind of offense I would think that he might want or they might want. 10 goals, 21 assists, 31 points. One of the contracts that you can look at on the Islanders and say, I guess. There is, of course, the Engvall contract, but there are some others that aren't quite as questionable. Columbus, 25, 38, and 12 is their record overall. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row as well. Johnny Gaudreau, 11 goals, 45 assists, 56 points, is their leading scorer. Voronkov, 17 goals, 15 assists, 32 points, so still the chance he could reach 20 goals. Nylander, 17 games, 10 goals, 3 assists, 13 points. I think he likes it in Columbus. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won all 3 matchups so far. They're going for the sweep as well. November 7th, a 5-3 win. December 21st, a 4-3 win. And March the 2nd, a shootout victory, also of the 4-3 variety for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bolts are 42, 26, and 7. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10. They did win last night. They're 4 points back of Toronto because of that win last night. Kucherov, 42 goals, 88 assists, 130 points, and the league lead in scoring. Hagel, 23 goals, 46 assists, 69 points for Hagel. Hagel's been very good for them. And Cirelli on the verge of a 20-goal season, 19 goals, 22 assists, 41 points. On the Montreal side, they're 29, 33, and 12. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. They've been playing well. They won their last game. Suzuki, 32 goals, 39 assists, 71 points for Suzuki. Really, really good run for him. Slavkovsky, 15 goals, 27 assists, 42 points. And if you look at the points and when they've been distributed, he's got better as each quarter of the season has gone on. Josh Anderson, 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points. Another reminder, they could have had a first rounder for Anderson last year. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Florida Panthers and the Ottawa Senators. Florida's won the first 2 meetings. They will meet again. So this is not the end of the meetings between them either. November 27th, a 5-0 win for Florida. February 20th, a 3-2 overtime win for Florida. And these teams meet again on April the 9th. For Florida, they're 47, 24, and 5. 2-7-1 over their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row. They're 4 points back of the Boston Bruins for that first place spot in the Atlantic, which looked like it was theirs. It was all sewn up a few weeks ago. Reinhart, their leading scorer, 52 goals, 35 assists, 87 points. Bennett, 18 goals, 18 assists, 36 points, so chance he could get to 20 goals. Kulikov needs a goal. He has 19 assists. He doesn't have a goal this season. On the Ottawa side, they're 33, 37, and 4. So let me just go ahead and change that. All right, 33, 37, and 4. I wish they were 33, 27, and 4. They'd be right in the hunt for a playoff spot. But they're 6 and 4 over their last 10 games. They did lose their last game. That was a loss that broke a 5-game winning streak. Stützle, 18 goals, 52 assists, 70 points, has been their leading scorer this season. Chychrun's been pretty good lately offensively. 13 goals, 25 assists, 38 points overall for Chychrun. Artyom Zub, known as a defensive defenseman, 24 points is a good season. 4 goals, 20 assists for him to get to 24 points. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Penguins and the Capitals. I'm wearing Capitals because why not? I might as well pick a side. Pittsburgh won October 13th, 4-0. January 2nd, it was a 4-3 win for Washington. March the 7th, a 6-0 win for Washington. The Penguins are 34, 30, and 11. They're 5-3 and 2 in their last 10 games. They've won their last 2. They're 3 points back of a playoff spot. Crosby, 39 goals, 45 assists, 84 points. He is their leading scorer because, of course, he is. Rust, in 55 games, 26 goals, 22 assists, 50 points. Has had a really good season when he's been in the lineup. Erik Karlsson has had a tough time of it. 9 goals, 38 assists for 47 points. Not the kind of totals that Erik Karlsson would have wanted at the start of the season. I'm not saying it would have been 100, but I think if he'd been in the 65 to 70 range, I think he would have been happy with that. 47 points. I don't think there's going to be many who look at that and say it was a really successful season for Karlsson. On the Washington side, they're 36, 28, and 10 overall. They're 6-3 and 1 over their last 10. They did lose their last game in regulation. They're 1 point back of Philadelphia for that third place spot in the Metro. Strome's their leading scorer, 26 goals, 36 assists, 62 points. Connor McMichael, 17 goals, 15 assists, 32 points. He has a chance at 30 goals or 20 goals this season. I guess he still has a chance at 30. Why not be an optimist? Lapierre, 43 games, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. I think he's been pretty good for them since the All-Star break. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between the Colorado Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild. Colorado's won the first 2 meetings. These teams will meet again, also on April the 9th. So November 24th, Colorado wins 3-2. March the 8th, it's a 2-1 overtime win for Colorado. And again, these teams will meet on April the 9th. Colorado's 47, 22, and 6 overall. They're 7, 2, and 1 in their last 10. They did lose their last game. They are 5 points back of Dallas for first place in the West. And, of course, first place in the Central as well. McKinnon, 47 goals, 80 assists, 127 points. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. Those are good totals. Makar, 19 goals, 62 assists, 81 points. Remarkable numbers from Makar as well. Drouin has had an up and down season, but 15 goals, 33 assists, 48 points. I think if you told Colorado at the start of the year you'll get about 50 points out of Drouin, they would have been happy with that. Minnesota, 36, 29, and 9 overall. They're 6-2 and 2 in their last 10. They did win their last game. They're 8 points back of a playoff spot, so obviously they're in must-win territory and they're going to need some help. Kaprizov, 37 goals, 46 assists, 83 points. Be nice to see Kaprizov hit 40 goals this year. Rossi's hit 20 goals to go with 17 assists for 37 points. Johansson's had a bit of a tough season offensively, just the 10 goals with 18 assists for 28 points. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start as well between St. Louis and Nashville. Nashville's won the first 2 meetings, so they're going for the sweep. 8-3 win for them on November 24th and a 5-2 win February 17th. St. Louis needs this win tonight. They're 40, 31, and 4 overall. They're 7, 2, and 1 in their last 10. They did win their last game. They are 5 points back of a playoff spot currently. So if you're a Blues fan, tonight you're also a Sharks fan. But Thomas is their leading scorer this year. 23 goals, 51 assists, 74 points. Schenn, 17 goals, 22 assists, 39 points. So Schenn, despite having what's been a very uneven season for him, he still has a shot at 20 goals as well. Jake Neighbors has passed 20 goals. He has 26 goals to go with 11 assists for 37 points. On the Nashville side, they're 43, 28, and 4 overall. They're 6, 3, and 1 in their last 10, but the 3 in that second column are their 3 most recent games. They've lost all of them in regulation, breaking their 18-game point streak, and now they're just 1 point ahead of LA in that number 1 wildcard spot. Forsberg, 41 goals, 43 assists, 84 points, has been their leading scorer this year. Yossi, 19 goals, 57 assists, 76 points. So Yossi, Makar, and Quinn Hughes, I think, are going to be the finalists for the Norris Trophy. We'll see how it goes. Evangelista, 15 goals, 18 assists, 33 points. I think Evangelista's been prominent, and I could see him potting some goals before the season's done. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start as well between Calgary and Winnipeg. So this is the third and final meeting. Calgary's won the first two. 5-3 October 11th, February 19th, it was 6-3. So for the Flames, they're 34, 35, and 5. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They did lose their last game out. Kadri, 24 goals, 41 assists, 65 points, has been their leading scorer. Blake Coleman, 29 goals, 23 assists, 52 points. Remarkable year for Coleman. Coronado, not quite what was expected of him early on. He's had injuries, of course, and been sent to the minors and all that. But 26 games played with the Flames in total, just 2 goals to go with 4 assists for 6 points. On the Winnipeg side, they're 45, 24, and 6 overall. They're 4, 5, and 1 in their last 10, but they did win their last game. They're 4 points back of the Colorado Avalanche for second spot in the Central Division. Scheifele's their leading scorer, 23 goals, 42 assists, 65 points. Ehlers, 22 goals, 32 assists, 54 points. One of their better point producers. Perfetti, he has a shot at 20 goals as well. 17 goals, 18 assists, 35 points. He did have a goal in their last game. We'll see. Didn't he have 2? I think he had 2 goals in their last game. Correcting myself there. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific start between the LA Kings and the San Jose Sharks. It's a battle of California. So is it going to overtime? Yes. LA wins 4-1 on December 19th. LA wins December 27th by a score of 5-1. On January 22nd, it was a shootout victory for San Jose, 4-3. For the Kings, they're 39, 25, and 11 overall. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They did win last night. They're 3 points back of Vegas for third spot in the division. Fiala's their leading scorer, 26 goals, 42 assists, 68 points. Byfield, 19 goals, so he's right on the verge of 20. 34 assists, 53 points for him. Arvidsson, huge difference maker when he's in the lineup. 11 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. On the San Jose side, they're 17, 49, and 8. They're 1, 8, and 1 in their last 10. They lost their last game. Granlund, 12 goals, 39 assists, 51 points, is their leading scorer. Eklund, 12 goals, 24 assists, 36 points. Bigger things are dreamt of when it comes to Eklund for next season. I would think double that point total next year would be good if you're a San Jose fan, right? Zadina, 13 goals, 10 assists, 23 points. I think Zadina's had a good season with San Jose. We'll see how things turn out for him this summer, but I still give him kudos for being willing to bet on himself when Detroit decided to get rid of his contract. So good on Zadina. But let me know your picks for tonight's games in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.